Hey Rogers, I know we couldn't have a homecoming dance this year and it really blows. I would know I am Kanye West, so instead of leaving yo with nothing, I decide to make an online version of this. Hope you enjoy it. Yeezy's out. Hello. Oh, okay. Well, it turns out you guys are going to have a homecoming dance. Yeezy's out part 2.
Yeah. I mean, where should I really even start?
Hit the head right, Biggie there, every night. Papa been smooth since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruce, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us.
10 bands, 20 bands. You don't really know what you want to do.
18, won't you sign up? Join my roster. 18, got that A1.
Whoa, looking at my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa, mommy, look at me. Oh, I'm killing it. Whoa, swinging side to side and I'm killing that. Whoa, pause, lean, hit you with the whoa. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Come up off that lit, man, I'm so legit. Watch me flip, reverse it, flip it and reverse it. Stupid with the verses. I don't need rehearse it. The way I throw it back, I show the whole crowd how it works. Watch me, throw it back. Watch me, throw it back. Watch me, throw it back. Throw it back. DJ Khaled. Yeah.
You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't riding.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, hot on the stove, water getting boiled.
Well, it's actually the 2020 and 2021 Walk of Fame event. My name is Tim Tyven. I am the president of the Walk of Fame, and I will be your MC for today.
Dean Ladd, a graduate from 1938, attended 1 year at Washington State College before being called to active duty in response to the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. 2 months into the epic Battle of Guadalcanal, Ladd and the 2nd Marine Division went into the line and stayed there for 3 months until the island was secured. He was not that lucky at Tarawa, where he was wounded, which took several months for him to recuperate. He was again wounded during the Battle of Savannah. After the war, Dean joined a Marine Reserves, where he remained for 30 years and retired at Lieutenant colonel. He also went back to school in Pullman to complete his engineering degree. After graduating from Washington State College, Gene went on to hold senior positions with Kaiser Aluminum, North American Rockwell, and Lockheed. He married his wife, Vera Michelle, also a Rogers alumni, raised 3 daughters, and traveled the world until her passing in 2007. Leadership and responsibility have given Dr. Joanne Culver Sims, a 1959 graduate, a voice to advocate for those suffering from injustices. She builds bridges of peace, understanding, and care by providing for stories in youth crises. Japanese Americans unjustly incarcerated, survivors of the atomic bomb in Hiroshima, Japan, and homeless populations. She earned a bachelor's and master's in education at Washington University and a doctorate in educational leadership at Seattle University. Joanne is a retired educator of 39 years, having taught at elementary, undergraduate, and graduate levels. She has been active in professional organizations as an author of is an author of curriculum and leadership books for both educators and children. Joanne is a founder of Youth Care, a Seattle-based organization serving youth in crisis since 1974. In 1977, she traveled to South Africa as a USA Educational Ambassador, assisting educators in creating new curriculum that includes participatory democracy. In 2010, Joanne became a peace ambassador for the World Friendship Center, a Japanese peace organization in Hiroshima. And then later worked 2 years as an on-site co-director of WSU. She currently co-chairs the American Committee, a U.S. nonprofit group supporting WFC. She also contributes to peace by creating a series of oil paintings called Under the Same Sky. Joanne uses her voice to advocate for justice.
Good morning, everyone. So I will be reading the bios for Rod Tamura and Julie Fish. Rod had devoted his life to teaching and coaching. He graduated in 1978 from Rogers High School and attended Washington State University for his undergraduate. He then transferred to Eastern Washington University, where he completed his bachelor's in 1983. He started teaching at Ridgeview Elementary, then continued at Glover Middle School, then Ottawa and Whitman as a principal assistant, before returning to teaching at Gary Middle School and currently works at Rogers High School. Rod was a successful wrestler in high school under Coach P. Lowe and is sharing his knowledge of the fundamentals of wrestling with the boys and girls on the team. He completed his master's degree in 1993, and then in 2005 he completed his administrative certificate from Whitworth University. He has held multiple teaching positions at the elementary, middle school, and high school levels for the past 38 years. Rod is also dedicated to his community. He is a board member of the Japanese American Citizens League and has volunteered many hours of his time to support Tom's Turkey Drive, Hilliard Days Festival, Bloomsday Hoop Fest, and has been active in his church council. Rod has been selected into the Rogers Wrestling Hall of Fame, Regional 4 Middle School Coach of the Year in 1997, and the 3A GSL Wrestling Coach of the Year. Our next honoree is Julie Fish. Julie graduated from Rogers High School in 1958. She was very active at Rogers, and some of her activities included senior representative, Pirates Cove Kitchen Chairman, or Pirates Kitchen Cove Kitchen Chairman, dance committee, Tanglefoot, and Glee Club. She has given much of her time over the years to serve others. She began her career at the Boy Scouts of America as a receptionist. She then took on a position at Whitworth University in 1977. Some of her duties at Whitworth included working enrollment, director of program services, donor recognition program, administrative assistant, and executive vice president. In 1991, she became the program coordinator at South Puget Sound Community College in the Public Workforce Training Institute. She also finished her career at Whitworth as the program coordinator for the English and Modern Language departments. While working at Whitworth, Julie found the time to complete her bachelor's degree in communications, marketing, and public relations. Julie has been very active in the community, and more specifically giving back to Rogers High School as a part of the John R. Rogers Alumni and Friends Foundation. They have distributed more than $144,000 back to Rogers High School. She has also held positions of deacon, elder, clerk of session, Christian Education Committee Chair, and VBS Director of her church. She has also supported Whitworth University students by serving on the Whitworth University Auxiliary. She was awarded the Outstanding Service Award in 1983, Professional Technical from Whitworth University. Our next speaker is Gabby Harkness, the ASB president.
Rick graduated from Rogers High School in 1991. After high school, Rick became a professional boxer. He finished his career with a 10-win, 5-loss, and 1-draw record. He appeared on ESPN and Fox Sports. In 2001, he founded Spokane Boxing Gym and Inland Northwest Boxing and has coordinated 18 USA boxing events. He founded Spokane Police Athletic League Boxing Club and coached over 250 at-risk youth. Rick's community involvement includes volunteering Daybreak Youth Services, coached for Juvenile Courts of Spokane, and coached Crosswalk and Volunteers of America. Rick is a certified USA boxing coach, is a Washington Golden Gloves champion, and a 2-time Montana Golden Gloves champion. Thank you, Rick. Our next inductee is Levi Horn. Levi Horn graduated from Rogers in 2005. Levi received a football scholarship to the University of Oregon, where he played for 1 year before transferring to the University of Montana. As a senior at Montana in 2009, Levi was named to the American Football Coaches Association All-American First Team, as well as the Sports Network and AP Third Teams. He was also an All-Big Sky Conference First Team selection and received the 2009 University of Montana Paul Westcamp Award, given annually to the top Grizzly offensive lineman. Undrafted by the NFL in 2010 after graduating from U of M, Levi signed a free agent contract with the Chicago Bears and was with them for 2 seasons. After his career with the National Football League, Levi played with the Spokane Shock Arena football team and the British Columbia Lions of the Canadian Football League in 2013. The following year, he played with the New Mexico Stars and Los Angeles Kiss Arena football teams. After retiring from professional football, Levi decided that he wanted to put his college education to work. And specifically, he wanted to help young people learn to overcome the types of problems that he had to deal with growing up in Washington State's poorest urban neighborhood. An enrolled member of the Northern Cheyenne tribes and also affiliated with the Arikara, Blackfoot, and Gross Country tribes, Levi worked with Nike's program for Native American and Aboriginal communities, Nike N7. He subsequently named the Federal Bureau of Indian Education to be the face of the spokesman of the Bureau of Indian Education Presidential Active Lifestyle Award Challenge, part of then First Lady Michelle Obama's Let's Move initiative. At the time of Levi's appointment, Assistant Secretary of the Interior of Indian Affairs, Larry Echo Hawk, issued a press release praising Levi's ability to help lead the fight against childhood obesity and improve the health and quality of the children in the Indian country. For the past 3 years, Levi has worked as a drug and alcohol abuse counselor for Spokane Public Schools. Levi makes a point of visiting Rogers several times a year to speak with students and help faculty and staff with their work with students who have addiction problems. Levi also is a highly regarded motivational speaker and workshop leader who operates a consulting company called Dog Soldier LLC, who delivers high-energy, inspirational speeches and conducts seminars and workshops for educators and those who work with young Native Americans with impoverished rural and urban communities. Levi was cited by the National Center for American Indian Enterprise as a member of the National Top 40 Under 40 honorees in 2011. He was honored and was key speaker of Washington State University's Native Youth Sports Summit in 2018. Levi currently serves as a board of directors for Spokane Salish Schools and is on the Native American Council at Eastern Washington University. He currently works at Rogers High School and is the head freshman coach. Thank you, Levi.
Can we give a round of applause for the ASB officers who put a great job today? It's never easy getting in front of a mic or in front of people, but Mrs. Dockerman does her best to try and get them opportunities to do as much as they can. So those are our future leaders right there. Okay, Well, actually, why don't we give one more round of applause to our honorees?